Hi, Allison. How are you? Hi, Teresa. Um, so, if you're just jumping on, welcome. So, if you're wondering what I'm working on, I have actually brought Button Eye in here to share with you guys today. Um, Button Eye has actually taken me for a ride. This is actually my first mystery kit, and guys, I do not think mystery kits are one of those things you could just zoom right through. They are not. And I have some goodies to show you tonight. Not many, but a couple. So, and we're going to do like a little tutorial tonight. If you're new to my channel. If you want to donate to my channel, feel free to. So I am doing paid promotions on my lives. So we shall see how that goes. But what that usually means is it's usually ads that are geared towards diamond painting. Especially if you're watching this on the replay. So guys, if you missed it today, Shay actually did an unboxing of the Diamond Art Club light pad. I have been seriously considering getting that light pad. It's small, but I think it will work. So once a lot of you guys jump on, so what I try to do, why it takes me a while to get everything situated, is because I have to share my links. I do have an Instagram, and I do have my own Facebook group. So, how is everybody doing tonight? I'm doing okay. I'm getting over the, I don't know what you want to call it, season flip. I usually get sick every season change because my asthma does not like it. So guys, while I got you on here, we're going to get into some new products I got today. I didn't get the pen. You notice what placers these are? These are the new Diamond Art Club multi-placers. And I also got the single placer. I am actually enjoying the single placer. It's an adjustment, guys. If you want to purchase these, they're not like the regular multi-placers. It's a learning curve. I do like the single placer though. Hello, Melinda Hands. How are you? You have caught me working on button eye. To be quite honest, it has been a pleasure working on this kit. It really has. But, yes, there's a but. But I'm not a fan of white. The white background and the black light, it showed. So, Melinda, I get where you're coming from when it comes to placing, and you don't want gapping because you'll see the white background. I get it. So tonight I'm going to be kind of dedicating my life to dark art. So I'm going to be showing you guys a few dark artists that I own. I own quite a few of some of them, but not all. Because Insquero is not the only dark artist. So, I have a question to ask you ladies out there. Oh, okay. Well, I've heard of them doing that on like paintings, like someone doing an actual painting. Because when you're using a paintbrush, it leaves streaks because you're going to think it's a paintbrush. I've seen them do that with paintings. I never thought to do that with an actual diamond painting. But yeah, it's, I'm not so much a perfectionist. Like I know why a lot of you guys get through paintings quick. I do not. Because my OCD takes over. Like, some of you guys, you'll get through a section within an hour and be like, well, me, that's like 4 hours. Because I have to have it. And I know it's just me. It's who I am. Yeah, I don't diamond paint fast at all. That's okay, guys. So I know I have a lot of people on my channel thinking, why do you make your events 2 months? That's why. That part of my OCD does not happen. It's more I have to have this stuff like perfect. I can't have gaps. Button eye, I'm especially being particular with it because I am framing this one. Um, and so, guys, you're probably wondering why I so gravitate to Inscarero so much. Well, this is actually this was one of my best friend's favorite artists. Um, my best friend Angelique was Hispanic, so she knew all about his artwork. It took me a while to get the name, put the name with the face, and then she was on. I have Inscarero on my Instagram. Oh, girl. Oh, I have an unboxing coming up that you guys are not going to want to miss. I did a thing. Remember those 3 Inscarero kits that came out? You didn't really think I was walking away without those, did you? I purchased every single one of them. And then Diamond Art Club decides to steal my asthma for this weekend. And I can't resist that one either. So luckily enough, I have a little bit of money to bend a little bit. So I will definitely be getting that one. Sherilyn sent me the link to it, and I was like, oh no. What are they doing to me? I was kind of hoping, and that one I might add specials to. I was hoping they introduced glow-in-the-darks into that kit. Because that kit that they're releasing this Saturday is stunning. It's almost like a matching piece to which one is it? Give me a minute. Seasons of the Witch. It's almost like a matching piece to that. So I'm like, oh, that piece just... I almost did Seasons of the Witch for my event. If you don't know which one that one is, it's the one where she's kind of, I don't know, sitting on a rock and her cauldron's beside her. It's a massive kit. It's one of the biggest ones Inns has ever produced. And so I am going to show you my... I don't think I posted the video because my phone was being all types of stupid. I was like, yep, no. I'm just going to show them on my live. So, I think I got the letter C done. Dreaming of being him. So, guys, what I do is I actually pick one painting out of my stash to make a yearly project. And that is my yearly project, is Dreaming of Being Human, because it is ridiculously big. So, I grew up in the 80s, if you guys don't know. And one of my favorite cartoons as a kid was Jem and the Holograms. So, my husband's cousin makes tumblers. So I'd asked her if she could make me a Jem and the Holograms cup. It took her a hot minute because her brain wasn't comprehending what it was. But guys, she did. This is my Jem and the Holograms cup. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. It just brings me 80s vibes. It just gives me all the life of, brings me back to my childhood. So I said, you know what, I'm going to show it on my channel. Loved that show as a kid. I've been wanting a tumbler made that way. Fixing to show you my little goodies I got. Try not to show it in the camera. So, we are going to talk about Miss Mooney Maid for a minute. She is actually one of my favorite tray shops to buy from now. Me and her, when she first started making trays, we did not get along. But now we've kind of made up, and now I'm able to get her trays. So what she has done, she has put on her shop a custom tray list you can sign up for and have custom trays made. Let me lower my tripod down a little bit. There we go. And so my trays came. So I only have one of them. Then I have two sets. This is the unicorn tray. I do plan on getting the large. So the lid is has different colors going through it. And you have this, and I believe, yes, most of her stoppers come different colors. So there is that tray, guys. To be honest, smalls must be her top seller because she cannot seem to keep her small ones in stock. So then we have the watermelon sugar, which I call them my Joker trays. They're giving me Joker vibes. So I will show you the small first. Guys, this tray is stunning. I love it. It's one of my favorite shifts. You just see the shifts of green and purple and red. There's that. Then I got the large. Has her name, Mooney Maid. Then you have your lid. And inside, I've got another color shift. But what I like about her color shift trays is that her stoppers have both colors on each side. So if you want green, you can do the green. So there's that. Her trays close really tight, and that's what I like, because that's not coming off. Then getting into, I think it's the dragon scale color shift. So this is actually supposed to portray the emerald for Emerald City. So you have 2 or 3 different shades of green. And this one does have glitter in it. Let's see if it shows up in the camera. It's not going to. Same thing with this one has a solid green. But there's this tray. And then with her custom trays, you have the option to have a tray customized. So I did. And it's the same color as this one, because the bottom of this is like that really dark green. So guys, I had my YouTube channel put on a tray. It says Derrick with diamonds. And this one is a dark type of tray. It's a color shift tray. It's one of those tricolor trays she does. I prefer her magic trays. This is what you call a specialty tray. And I do notice her quality when it comes to custom trays is a little better than when she does her drops. And then to top it off, she put her logo on the back of it. You can faintly feel it, not bad. So there are those. So guys, what that means, I will be giving away, my next month is going to be my big month. I do giveaways. I am going to be giving away one of her rainbow variant trays out of my own personal stash, because my goal with her is I want a set of all of her shifts, which I have 2 sets already. I don't want a lot of doubles. So guys, if I forgot to mention, this pen was made for me specially for this painting for Button Eye by Kevin's Creations over on YouTube. Over on Etsy. He is actually doing a drop tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. His pens are on the thicker side, but this pen isn't bad. And then the other pen I will be using is my pen I got from my Halloween box from Enabler's Outpost. This is a Cocoon Blank. So, the other goodie I'm going to show you. This package comes all the way from Diamond Art Club. I'm not used to them sending stuff in an envelope, but I did a thing. I ordered all of their tips. All of their multi-placers. So, this one is the 10 placer. This one is the 12 placer. Then I have 2 4 placers. You're probably wondering why I have 2. Because for my grand prize giveaway, for my grand prize winner is getting one of these to go with. So Kevin's Creations is making, I believe, 2 pens, I think. So that is for this. So this is going to be part of the grand prize giveaway for both September and October. Here's the other 4 placer. That's for me. Here's the 8 placer. And where's my pen? So this is the single tip. And this is the 6 placer. So they do offer a 3 placer, but I thought that was kind of silly. They offer a 3 placer and a 2 placer. So those were the only 2 tips I didn't purchase. So there is that. So let's talk about one of my sponsors. One of my sponsors is Patsy Putty. So she had sent me some samples. So I'm going to tell you what makes her putty so special. So she sent me mermaid tails. This is for me. So she asked me what I wanted, and I said I'm big into mermaids. So I'll show you. This is how she makes her putty. She makes her putty in shapes on her Etsy shop. And she gave me, she does cover minders and accessories as well. So there's a QR codes to join her Facebook group or Etsy. So, little organza bag here. So she gave me 2 $10 gift cards. One is for my other event, and one is for my grand prize giveaway. So I will be giving that away to whoever that's probably going to be for October. September was a hot month. I'll tell you what, that day was just awful. But I would like to sincerely thank Patsy Putty for sponsoring my events. She is also sponsoring my Chuck and Hannah event, which I'm excited. I am going to be doing my very first Chuck Benson. So I am going to be diligent about finishing it. If I have to pull away and work in here with it, I will do that. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do with this one. Because, guys, our dog, she is one needy girl. Welcome home, Sherilyn. Sit back and relax. So I am going to be doing some little tutorials with these placers. So these placers aren't like the others. While I get my So these placers are very different. They're very thin. And they're kind of sharp on the ends. I get why they say it can cut into the putty. This one's already filled. So I'm going to switch you so I can show you. So guys, look how stunning Button Eye is turning out. So guys, bear with me here. I'm gonna try to do this so that, oh, perfect. We'll do the P over here. This little spot here, I'm gonna show you how to use the 6 placer. It's a red color, obviously. So, there's this. Now, you have your single plate, your multi-placer. So I don't. So this is a 6 placer, so obviously you can hold 6 drills with this. I do not use 6 drills with this because I'm still so trained on 4 drills. So look at that. You can actually see the drill. So I'm gonna try to get this as close as I can. Okay, so, and you just press it down. So with these placers, you do not have to angle, I've noticed, just because you can do the helicopter look to it. So, and Sherilyn knows how mystery kits are because she is working on one of my favorites. And like I said, it is such a learning curve with these placers. Really is. So, you don't want gaps. So, I do definitely get why Emeralds and Fairy Lights uses a glue gun. I get why. Because the washi tape, it holds it, but not great. So I am seriously considering using my... But I do like these placers. I'll show you what their old placers looked like, because I still have one in a pen. This is what their old ones looked like. They still work. They're one of their better ones. I like these because they're heavy. They have a rustic feel to them. So these aren't bad. I think with me with these, I'm afraid I'm going to break it because I am a hard presser. But yeah, you don't really need to press too hard with these. So, you probably wondered, oh, that's it. So, we're going to ride the struggle bus together. I'm going to dig out Wicked Witch because she is a round. I have not multi-placed with these yet with a round. So, let me tuck this away just for a second. I'm going to put these drills back in. So, the trick to kits like this is, I think I'm going to start back doing the blending thing. I think it's because all the money I spent on them, I'm afraid I'm going to break them. And I think that's why I'm so finicky with them. So we are going to try this with, we're going to try them with a round kit. And I know trying to get putty in these placers is a little bit more difficult. It's not as easy as with the other placers. So, before I go. So guys, see these here? These are actually frames I had made specially for this kit by Kiona's Crafty Corner. So, I was cutting the whole entire square off, but I found that to be silly. So what I have done now is I am cutting the sides and having a flap. I prefer having a flap. So now all I have to do when I'm done is flap it over, close it in, and put it away if I want to put it away. But button eye has been staying a permanent fixture in the living room. I don't seem to do well diamond painting if we're watching TV. That's my thing. So, I'm gonna tuck her away for a second. Not for long. So I'm just kind of doing a tutorial with you guys. So, Wicked Witch is right here. I actually have a piece right here that, so, right here, which, you know me, I'm not a fan of this painting because of how light colored this painting is. I do like working on it because all the specials I'm adding to this painting is going to make this pop. So, okay, we'll do the percent sign. That's just to be easier. Okay. Now, I am going to take I call it my Joker tray because it does. It looks like the Joker. So these are rounds because I've heard that it's really difficult to work with them with rounds. So we are going to test it. No, I didn't add specials to button eye. Mystery kits, I don't think I'm going to, because you don't really know where the colors are going to be. So, here are my drills, guys. So there's my drills. So we're going to try this and see what happens. I chose this symbol here because it has the straight going all the way up. So we're gonna try. Oh, okay. So I have all the things. So Sherilyn, you missed a lot of my goodies that I showed. I'm pretty sure you'll watch it on the replay. Guys, I could not do this without Sherilyn. I really couldn't. She has been an amazing moderator. She helps my channel blossom, which is awesome. I know you guys like seeing me on camera diamond painting. But I'm one of those, I cannot talk and diamond paint at the same time. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask. So I will show you my cup that I had specially made Sherilyn. Sorry for my arm. So, oh, I switched cable companies. I went back to Xfinity. If you guys are wondering, Hello, Risa, how are you? So I'm gonna work on this for a little bit, and I'm gonna turn you back up so I can show Sherilyn my lovely cup. Look at my pins. Aren't they stunning? Guys, I have some pins coming. So guys, if you're wondering, Donna Bass has been around for a little while. I was able to snag one of her pens, and oh, I can't wait because I'm glad I was able to snag that pen because a lot of Inscaro's Inscaro's paintings are starting to give off those white and black palettes. And this is a new type of way they're doing pens. It is like a stone resin. And what that means is it has that stone effect from it. I can't wait. It's my very first pen that's going to have stones going around it. So I shall see how it works out. If you're wondering why I got that pen, I have the Key to the Savage Garden, Lady of the Lake, Snow Princess, Rococo Dreams, and Siren painting. Those all have really good pale white and black color palettes, and I can't wait to start working on those paintings. And I also got the new one they released last week. And yes, Sherilyn, I purchased all three. So, Sherilyn, I had a Gem and the Holograms cup made. I love everything about it. It's a small cup, I'm not gonna lie, but it's good enough for like my lives or this is probably the one I'm gonna bring to work. And at first I thought it was a Beetlejuice cup because of the background, but that background is notes, like music notes. Like, okay, let me see if I can get these names right. So obviously this is Gem. Down here is Kimber. Aja up here. Okay, Shayna is right here, and Rhea. So Rhea was the very, very last hologram. And that's when I I started falling into the show really heavy. Because that was me and Angelique's show. I used to call her and we would talk about it. Because Rhea was her favorite character. Mine was Gem. And that show has stuck with me. When they did the movie, I was like, no, don't leave 80s alone. You're not going to do it justice. Don't even try. Because that movie was such a flop. And there are rumors going around that they are trying to... They found a different... not TV producer. A different editor for that type of movie. And they want to do a revamp of that hot mess. Which, if they're going to do that, that's fine. But don't try to do that again that way, because it just did not work. So that show aired in 1986. It's sad, I still know that. But, we were young when we watched that show. I think we were in kindergarten when we started watching it. Both of our parents were wondering why we weren't getting into music yet. And so, my mom tried everything. She tried MTV, everything. This was back when USA had their USA Train Cartoon Network program. This was back when GoBots was a thing, and that was one of my favorites. So it was GoBots, Transformers were back to back. So those were two of my favorite shows to watch. So I think it was like 3 or 4. It was right before it was lit because I remember. Yes, it was. It was 1985. My birthday was in March, so 1985. They had this little program going around on USA. What is coming up on USA Network? And Gem popped up. And I was like, I looked at my mother, I'm like, I want to watch that show. I want to watch that. So my mother's like, well, when the time comes, when it goes on the air, we will make sure you watch it. So, very first episode. My mother was like, so in her glory. Yes, I was like 5 or 6 when that show aired. But it was, and you know what's funny? People always laugh at me when I tell them to. Give me a second here, guys. I'm looking for a symbol I can't find. Because it's just, it's driving me nuts today. Yep. Is that it? Yes. But, so of course, my mom was a mom. She sat down. She's like, okay, I shouldn't have any problem you watching this cartoon. Because, unfortunately, even back in the 80s, there were shows that I was not allowed to watch. I would come home, and Saturdays, the TV was mine, pretty much. Till my brothers got older. Because I was 5, so I'd put Tim at like 1. He was like still in diapers. It went off the air close to the 90s. It was replaced with Barbie. Like, okay, guys. We're going to talk about Barbie for a minute. So, I knew when they came out with the Gem and the Holograms movie that they were going to come out with Barbie almost immediately. It's like, because that's exactly what happened in the 80s. Because when Gem and the Holograms came out, the Barbie cartoon came out. Which that was a flop. It did not last very long. And I found out why Gem was canceled. Because the actress that played Gem, she wanted more money and the network would not give it to her. Because I'm talking, this is years later. I think like late 90s, they were doing a special on Then and Now. And they popped up Gem, 80s cartoons singing, and I dropped what I was doing. And I looked and it was Gem on TV. I'm like, what are they doing? So, and then it stopped and was like, and this is who played Gem. And I'm like, I never knew who she was, but I knew of her. And when they did the interview with her, it's like, yeah, they wouldn't pay me more money. Well, back then, the producers were very greedy. You could even tell in a lot of the movies that the producers were really greedy. A good example is the Halloween franchise is a very good example. Jamie Lee Curtis is a very famous actress. So that's why she wasn't in all the Halloween movies. Because they couldn't afford to keep her in all of the Halloween movies. Because they didn't want to pay her what she deserved. So that's what the lady that played Jem was. That's why she just stopped doing it altogether. And her name, I think, is Samantha Newark. I think. Then there's Britta Phillips. She played the singing voice of Jem. That was a little 80s trivia for you. But yeah, these aren't bad. I don't like... I think it's because I don't multi-place that often. I don't multi-place that often. I rarely multi-place. That's another reason why my paintings take so long. But I seem to do okay multi-placing on a round kit versus square. My own. Squares don't want to stay on the pen. So guys, one painting that I'm going to probably purchase now, since I have trays to match it, is Joker. But I want that newer Joker. I don't want that weird one. It's actually one thing I wish Diamond Art Club would come out with is a new Harley Quinn. Because that Harley Quinn they got is not my jam. Harley Quinn is one of my favorites when it comes to villains. Who do I have on? So, well, what kind of got me in that, bring back the good old days vibe was I am part of, my high school has an alumni. So it popped up on my feed. And oh dear Lord. How technology has changed. I'm going to say that right now. Technology has turned for the better. Like, all of us seniors, we had to get on the bleachers. Oh, I hated that day so much, guys. For one reason. I didn't get along with anyone in my class. At all. I didn't really have friends through high school. Had Angelique. She lived in Houston. I just could not. I think a lot of it had to do with I was so in the closet and I was afraid to even be myself around people because I didn't want them to know my secret. And I kept it hidden very well. So, of course, now all these people are coming out of the woodwork that I went to school with. Oh, Derrick, how have you been? I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know of you. I was, just getting through school was a chore. It really was. Because I didn't have a childhood in high school. I didn't get to go do the things that most seniors got to do, or most high schoolers got to do, like prom. I was part of the prom committee, which I considered that as a job. Prom was a joke. So if you're new to my channel, I have been, oh God, I came out when I was 21. And the biggest question I always got was, why did you wait so long to come out? Well, I grew up in the Bible Belt where there was a Baptist church on almost every corner. So, yeah, that's why I didn't come out. And so most of the kids I went to school with were in very religious background families. And I was like, no, I'll wait. So after I graduated, I'm like, am I ready? I'm like, am I ready to come out? Like, no, because my dad's Baptist and my mother's Catholic. There's no way that my parents are going to let me stay here if I come out. So I just stayed in the closet till I was ready to move out. And I told myself, when I come out, I want to not be in the South. So I moved away from the South. And I had just had enough. I was on so many medications just because I was so miserable. So my therapist had told me, she's like, Derrick, you need to come out. You need to get rid of that fear. I'm like, and I broke down crying. And she's like, there's no reason to be crying. You're either going to like it or hate it. So, you guys don't know, I used to use, many, many moons ago, the whole reason I used was because I felt trapped. Felt like I couldn't be myself, so I just kind of did drugs. And I knew it was the wrong thing to do. Every kid does. So after I got better, after I went through rehab, my therapist was like, you need to come out. That's the first drawer I got for you. I need you to come out. So by that time, I was 19, maybe. I put it off for a while. And then I met my ex-husband, which he knew I was in the closet when I met him. And he's like, you need to come out of the closet. I'm like, okay. That's one of the first questions he asked me was, do your do your parents know you're gay? I'm like, no, they do not. He's like, well, I think you should tell them. I'm like, I'm glad you think I should. But I was so nasty to him that day. I felt awful. He's like, no, you need to tell them. So, on Thanksgiving, of all days, I called my father. I told my father I was gay. He puts my grandmother on the phone and says I was going through a phase. So, that's how my coming out story went. Like these people, like you see it all over YouTube. These people have these awesome coming out stories. I'm like, you don't know what a coming out story is until you've had one like I had. And that's what I tell people. You don't know what a coming out story is. Because after I got off the phone with my father, I bawled. I could not stop crying. My lovely ex-husband was so supportive. He's like, well, it's their loss. So I moved on for a while. Holidays became a struggle. They still are. As you guys all know, most of you, if you're new to my channel, my mother is mentally ill. She has been missing since 2008, so I don't do well on the holidays. Diamond painting is that's really when I diamond paint, is when the holidays come. Which, guys, can you believe it's almost October? I cannot get past the fact that it's almost October. It's like, where did the time go? So guys, I gotta show you these drills. Oh my gosh, these drills are stunning. I'm hoping they show in the tray. So, let's see if it's gonna show. These are the kaleidoscope drills by DP with Sparklers. And I'm using these for the black outline of a Wicked Witch. And yes, I still have Wicked Witch going. She's a smaller kit, so she won't take me as long to do. Oh my gosh, these drills are just breathtaking. They are hard to see in this tray though. So the trick to trays, I'm gonna give you a little tray info. Do your dark colors in a light tray and do your light colors in a dark tray. You will be completely fine. But oh my gosh, I'm just baffled. Like, we have our Christmas tree set up in our garden center already, and I'm like, oh, why? And my coach, oh, I got this tray from Mooney Maid from my custom order. So if you want to join her custom order list, go on her website, mooneymaid.com. I use them for my 310. So you will be able to get trays this way. If you go on her Mooney Maid website, it will be a picture of like a tray. It will say custom order tray. Click on that and you will join the waiting list. It took me about 2-3 months to get my trays. Not too bad. And believe me, it's worth the wait. And the best part about that list is that you can resubmit after you get your first order. Because what she does is she'll send you a notification that she is in process of making your trays. You will get a notification when you are picked. Then you go on the website, you log in, you pick out your trays, and you hit submit, and that's it. And then after that, she keeps in contact with you. And then what she does when she says, I've finished custom doing your trays, the very bottom of it, it says, after you get your order, you are able to sign up again to get more custom trays. So, like, her limit is 5 at a time. So, I did the 5. So my plan next time is I'm going to get a small rainbow tray, a big unicorn tray, then probably, so 3. So another set of special magic colors and probably another small tray to have all of her special trays. I love her special trays. Love them. So, yeah, this is stunning. You will see why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Yes, all you have to do is sign up for her custom trays. So, just do that. You will get trays. Mind you, you have to pay for them, though. You don't have to pay for them then, when you sign up. But when you get notified, you have to pay for your trays. I do shop pay with her because her diamond paintings are very expensive. Because I do get her premium toolkits. And that's another way you can get a tray. You can purchase one of her diamond paintings, and when you go doing all the stuff, if you want an enhanced toolkit, you click on the toolkit icon and hit premium toolkit, and you will get the color that is themed with that painting. I own 2 of her paintings. I own the, oh dear Lord, I don't even know the name of it. I own the Goth Mermaid and the Rainbow Mermaid. But yeah, it takes a hot minute, but you get them. And I love it. I think that is probably one of the best things Mooney May could have done with her shop, is offer that type of service for custom trays, because not all of us are quick with the fingers. We don't all have Twitter, because I don't, because that is one of the most stupidest social platforms I've ever dealt with in my life. But yes, these places work really well with rounds. Better than I thought. So, I'm going to switch you over because I really want you to see what this is looking like with my special drills. So, I'm going to switch you over. Bear with me here. So, let's see if I can get it in the viewfinder here. So, all this here and here, down here, through here, up here, over here is that sparkly drill. Now I'm going to show you how to multi-place with the round drills. Try to. So we have the letter T there. Hopefully these show up pretty well in the, they do. So I'm going to, first off, get my drills. Oh, I missed a couple. So I don't slant when I pick up. I pick up straight. And I lay straight. So there's my drills. Then I come over here and go right. I do the helicopter. What that means is I hover over the symbols. It's a little more annoying, but yeah, I was wondering what was going on. That was a little rough. So, yeah, you just pick up drills over here. Not too bad. And next. So, there's that. Now, we're going to turn you back around. So, guys, that is actually there. That was a little rough. Sorry for the turbulence, guys. But yes, I multi-place different than most people. I can't do that rockin' thing. Have a good night, Melinda. Yes, guys, if you want to donate to my channel, please feel free. Yeah, these drills aren't staying. We'll just take those off for now. I love working on a round and working on a square. It just gives me life. Especially when it's an Inscriero. So, I actually have somebody in that is now part of Derrick with Diamonds. I was so hoping one of you guys was going to be working on magic portals. So, one of you guys is working on magic portals, which makes me so happy because it's my favorite image by Inscriero so far. That one and the other mystery kit that I want to do is probably pretty close. So I'm probably going to do the mystery kits of hers first, so they're done. But the other mystery kit has the newer drills. That one has the pumpkins. So I can't wait to see that painting finished after I do button eye. But button eye's not going too bad. The trick to the mystery kits is, I think, blending. Like, kind of border off certain sections and do it that way. I think that would probably be the better bet of doing it. This painting has a lot of grays. I don't like how they did the symbols for Wicked Witch, because Wicked Witch has a lot of grays, light grays. They use the white ink, so it's hard to see these colors. But I do like rounds with these multi-placers. They work really well. I rarely use my single placer anymore. I pretty much use my multi-placer to single place. Oh, you gotta pick up a drill first. But oh my gosh, guys, this week's been rough. I've been in pain. I found out, I went on Google. My feet have been hurting a lot. And I think I have plantar fasciitis, or how, I'm not going to try to pronounce that awful word. But, and it happens to a lot of people that have high arches, and I have a high arch. So trying to find shoes is work. But yeah, it's not a great pain, especially working retail. If you guys don't know, I work for Walmart. Been a team lead for quite a while now. Haven't been quite a year yet. This is my first Black Friday as manager, which I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie, because it's just not my favorite holiday or favorite time of year. I did really good for my first inventory. I didn't get too overwhelmed. I don't like how they do their inventories. I came from a store that there wasn't a lot of mayhem like it is there. So. And we just got a new grocery consumable team lead, which is such good news. Maybe things will get a little better over on the grocery side. I used to be on that side of the store many moons ago. I was the candy department manager. And that, no. Not my jam. I see what they go through now, and no, I'm good. But, and these placers move really well when it comes to, like, if you have to shift drills. But I almost got this little square done. Not too bad. Oh, I'll show you what my husband got me. He got me a shark tooth jewelry from Paparazzi. And he knows I'm big into shark movies. I love shark movies. That means another doctor's appointment I don't want to go to. Yeah, I wear slippers a lot. Flip-flops seem to be my most comfortable shoe, unfortunately, because my flip-flops have an arch. So it's the most comfortable that I've, and I know it's that just because where the pain is. The pain is like, so where that the back of your foot is, that, the big solid, flat piece, right under there, it feels like someone just digging at my foot. That's how I know it's what I thought it was. But it only hurts when I've been on my feet for a while. Like, I would say 6 hours, I'm hurting. I'm hurting after 6 hours. Like, my foot today don't feel too bad, because I've been sitting a lot. And I'm like, when we went to the fair, that was rough. That was the worst I ever felt. Because I did a lot of walking. Like, my job, So maybe I'll think about getting a pair of Crocs or inside the house. Well, now Walmart sells these. They're similar to Crocs, but now they have Sherpa lined ones. I don't like rubber. Rubber just grosses me out. I cannot. So maybe that's what I'll do. Get a pair of those. And I did find a pair of insoles that I googled the hell out of it to where I want to know what I can use in my price range. Yeah. When you start having these problems, that's when you definitely know you're getting older. It's not a great thing. Oh my, I've been on a while. Yes, that's actually one of the ones that I saw that Google recommended was the Hey Dude insoles. Are those the ones that are plastic? There's a set of insoles out there that are plastic. Oh, okay. Well, there's an insole out there that is made out of plastic. It isn't made out of foam. So, and it goes underneath your actual factory shoe insoles. So I have been considering those. See how those work. As you know, me, I cannot afford very pricey shoes. Like people out there that spend close to $200 on a pair of tennis shoes that's going to last maybe a year. No. I'm not going to spend that much money on a pair of shoes. And just a little shoe info from me, I am a heel walker. That has a lot to do with all the years I did drag. And just a little drag info. When you're in a pair of heels that are going like this, your foot gets trained to have an arch. Because this is how you're walking in a pair of heels, just like this. So most women or drag queens for that matter, that have jobs that require them to be in heels all day, they end up having high arches. And I tell people, don't ever buy a shoe from Walmart. You can do so much better. Because our shoes, yeah, you can go buy a pair of $10 shoes. Well, you're going to get $10 worth out of them. So I usually go to Skechers, or I go to what's the name of it? Oh my gosh, I done forgot. So I'll have to look them up, Sherilyn. I have to look at their price tags, because if they're over $100, that ain't happening. Well, we gotta get tires for the Jeep, which I found some, and they should work. Okay, that's feasible. And that's usually my price range anyway. Is I spend around $50 or $60 on a pair of shoes. Cause no, I am not spending a lot on a pair of shoes. So I'll have to look into that. But yeah, my feet are constantly in pain now. I do massage them when I get home. I have a handheld massager. It works okay. It's not a great, but at first I thought I was getting oh my gosh, what's the name of it? Neuropathy. But my foot would be going numb. My foot doesn't go numb. I'm in severe pain when I'm walking. To be honest, I think a lot of it. Oh, thank you for that idea. So maybe I'll try that. The frozen water bottles. I never thought of that. Oh, we had spaghetti tonight for dinner, if you're wondering. It was pretty good. I didn't add a whole lot. I usually make the kitchen sink type of spaghetti. So all I added was hamburger and the sauce. Turned out really good. Quite impressed. I got the Italian sausage with garlic. I do Prego. And it turned out really good. I usually do green peppers and onions, and this time I didn't do that. I try to go with Prego because they put sugar in their sauce, which causes me not to get heartburn. Bertolli's is the other one I get, or Classico. I have drills missing on this canvas I thought I got, but I guess not. But I'm probably going to leave this one out in here. But I'll tell you what, I do not like Santana's frames. I did purchase frames from her. Her frames rip really easy. So, but there's a new shop, guys, I have to try. There is a woman out there that she is making vinyl strips. What that means is you can make your own squares out of vinyl. So I'm like, oh, okay, I can work with that. Because then you're not fighting with these type of squares. They're pretty cheap. I don't know the name of her shop. Cheryl Lynn probably could find it. I know. I'm like, oh, I'm itching to get those. Just because I know they're going to work better for me. Well, I like the vinyl idea. I do still use washi tape. So I'm going to give you an update on one of my paintings. My garden needs tending. I only have 4 sections left. I am so excited. I didn't really work on it a whole lot this month, but I did do a little bit of it today so that I could get where I needed to get with it. But yeah, that painting's coming along really well. My goal is to have like 2 or 3 done before the new year. So, and I found out that I can do pay-as-you-go with Donna Bass's pens, which makes me happy, because now I can participate in a lot of her pen drops. So, but I'll have to look at her pen drops today. She does Thursday pen drops, which means you definitely got to be quick with the fingers. But she waits to tell you if you want or not, like at the end of the week is when she draws. I think she does it on like a Saturday. Because it didn't take very long for me to find out I won that pin. But her pins are just craziness. I want a Flower Girl blank pin. That's one of the pins that's on my bucket list. Black Wolf woodwork pins are stunning. He does a really good job turning them. And that's why I seem to gravitate towards those pins so much. But yeah, oh my goodness. It's turning out really well. I'm trying to forget that I have a hole at the bottom of this painting so that I know what to fix. But almost done with this square. I have not done much of this painting at all. Wicked Witch is one of those that... Oh, you are starting another one. So you are going to do it. So guys, Sherilyn is actually going to be doing the it-themed Isguero painting. That's the one she's going to be doing for next month. Oh, Sherilyn, I meant to ask you. So, have you decided what you're doing for my Christmas event yet? I'm trying to see. Oh, that's a nice one. That is a really nice painting. Well, I'm going to be bouncing between two. I am going to be working on Willow. That's my Hanalin kit. And I'm going to be working on Island Time by Chuck Pinson. I think. It's either going to be Island Time or Quiet Cove. I have not decided yet. Quiet Cove just keeps speaking to me in volumes. I've been wanting to do a scenic kit like that for a while. Nice. Is that a Chuck Pinson kit? Or... Yes, it's gotta be a Chuck Pinson kit. Is that a Chuck Pinson kit? Yeah, I can't... That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. But yeah, I have quite a few Chuck Pinsons. I do have to get a hold of Jeffrey Morrison. Been waiting to hear from him. I haven't heard from him yet because I have a tray I have to send out to him. But yeah, this is turning out wonderful. Unfortunately. So guys, while I have you guys on here. So, actually, the only person I know of that has finished their painting is Sherilyn. So, Sherilyn, did you see, like, instant results when you started doing that painting? Oh, give me a minute. Holidays with Chuck and Hannah 2023, I think. Yeah, I kind of figured, because that's one thing I like about her images, is that you see results immediately. Like, I mean, I've done maybe a 3x3 square here, going all the way across, and I can already start seeing the witch's hat. So, yes. Like, just a heads up with Inscarero's kits, you can see results instantly. That's what I try to tell people. Like, people ask me, why do you like her images so much? Because I see results immediately with her images. Who else? There's another artist that does that. It might be Micah Jelena, maybe. Andy Manzano's, you see results pretty well. So I found out which event. Let me make sure I have a kit for that. I think I do. I think I'm going to do March for Marvels, which means it's going to be a Marvel event, which I have one, which is Magic Portal, which, that's a beast. So I've been thinking about doing that for March. I haven't decided yet, so just so I finished that square, guys. That was my goal. So that we can get this, somewhat at a good spot. Yes, I Magic Portal, which is of, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Oh my Jesus. His name's gonna bug me. I'm not gonna be able to remember it. Doctor Strange. Jesus, that took a while. Yes. That took me a hot minute. So, guys, are there any events you would like to see me do? I've been working on it, as I have quite a few of that artist. I own 4 Ivy Delamores. Um, so for well, because Ivy Delamore has a lot of witchy type of artwork. And I try to make my monthly events rhyme, if that's the right word for it. So, for Ivy Delamore, what month would you like me to do that event? Let me rephrase that. What would be a good month for me to do that event? Because now I'm going to have designated spots for certain events. I'm sticking with Goals for Guerrero. I'm sticking with that event. I will be doing that event the exact for 2024 next year, the exact same months. Rockin' for Rokovich was a good hit. I'm testing my waters to see how I can come up with events that I can keep the title and that are good, that I get a lot of feedback with. And so far, those are the only two that I've had a lot of feedback with. Rockin' for Rokovich will be in the summer. I don't know. I was thinking February. Maybe January and February for Ivy Delamore. I don't have one kitted up yet, so we're going to just work with this for now and go with that. But that is actually one of the artists I've been wanting to work on. And I own 4 of hers. Yes. And that's why I tell you my events ahead of time, anybody on my channel, so that you can prepare for it. So I have been thinking about doing a yearly event, but what that would entail is a massive kit you want to work on. There's already a group out there that does that. This is just my brain going in a circle. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do for my events coming up. But I do know as far as the end of December. That one's already posted on Kay's group thing. She does a lot of the events. The name might be different on there because I haven't contacted her yet that I changed the name. But I'm going to sit down and see what events I want to do. And guys, Sherilyn knows how I do my events. My events are usually 2 months with no problem. Because I know most people, it takes them about 2 months to do a kit. I know with me, it's about 2 months. Because button eye's about a quarter way done. Pretty close. Button eye's up there. That might work. So January, yes. Like my Rainbow and Pride event, I overlap them because it is so much easier doing that. I was thinking about doing Winter for Wiccan, which that would involve any form of a witch kit in the winter months. So I have considering doing that. I've also considered doing something. I don't know how I'd word it, but it would have to be a kit that has a lot of earth tones, which could be any form of a kit. I have so much going on right now that so you guys know I'm big into wolves. So I am so considering doing a wolf event for the month of January and February. It would be Wacky for Wolves event. And it would have to be any form of wolf kit. And I own many. But yes, I do plan on doing. So I'm trying to see if I can. That event I'm gonna tweak, I think, because not everyone likes Marvel. There's people out there that like. People out there that like DC Comics. There's people out there that like WB. Yes, I am definitely going to figure out a way to do an Ivy Delamore event. I'm pushing for spring because a lot of her kits have springy colors with it. Like I own the greenhouse one, which that's probably the one I will do because it's very busy and I like busy kits because they keep me intrigued. That's another reason why I like Inscuro because her kits are so busy. I was thinking about doing Happy for Heroes event. And that I think I can make that work. And what that would mean in any form of superhero licensed diamond painting. Because I own quite a few. But I already know what my pride painting's going to be for the month for June. I am actually going to be doing Partners in Crime. That's the Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn painting I own. That was actually a new release. That was a restock. They snuck, Diamond Art Club snuck in, and I grabbed it. It was full of rainbow, so I was like, yes, I have to. So that is that one I am doing for my Pride event. It was between that or the Harry Potter crest. But I want to save the Harry Potter because I do plan on doing a Potter event. But I don't know when. I try to plan my events out so that I know what to get up. So I thought about doing Fabulous for Fairies, which would mean a fairy event, which I own. Oh God, I can't count how many fairy kits I own. I own quite a few. Hi, Michaela. How are you? Welcome to my live. I know. My brain's just all over the place. I have so many kits, but not enough time to do them. I'm looking at all my kits but there's one event I definitely am going to be doing because I have started the kit already for it. And that is Deborah Malcolm. She is one of my favorite artists. So I do plan on doing an event for her. And her kits are everywhere. Diamond Art Club has her. Treasure Studio Art, if you can't get it from Diamond Art Club, go over there. They have her images. So I'm definitely going to do an event for her. Yes. I don't want to clash with Shay's event. Because they always do mermaids and magic. So I want to kind of branch it either before or after her event. And theirs is in March. So I was thinking about calling it Jules Under the Sea event or Under the Sea event for January. And that would be anything that involves a water-themed kit, which obviously mermaids fall into that category. I've been thinking about doing that for January because I think that would be a good way to get us into mermaid kits without it clashing with Shay and Randy's event. Nice. need to get some of the border done on this square because it's going to drive me nuts. So guys, if you're wondering, she completed my favorite horror franchise. She got it, the Mystery Christopher Lavelle horror kit, and oh my gosh, that image. I was so happy when they made it a diamond painting. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. Especially for the winter month, because I live in New England. So you don't get to really you don't get a whole lot of like summery type of events during those months. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is make it kind of geared towards ocean, which means you can choose a mermaid, you can do, and it leaves a lot of options open for that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for that one. I think that's a really good idea. Because I have so many mermaid kits that I can choose from. Now remember, after October, I am doing an auction. So you can win kits out of my stash. But it's an auction. You still have to pay for it. My hubby went to bed. I don't hear the TV. So yes, I don't use the rainbowy drills on the inside of the hat so that I can I gotta go to work tomorrow. Yeah, I don't. He likes us to watch movies and watch shows together, so when he does that, I have to put diamond painting on the back burner. But when I'm in here, I'm left alone. I get more done than I would ever think possible. I love working. I love diamond painting. So, and he knows that. He's learned that. But I think I have been participating in Drills and Chills this year. I've enjoyed every minute of it. Diamonds and Washi and Emeralds and Fairy Lights is hosting it. They have done an amazing job with it this year. So, next week is the end of the first part of the event, and that I will be doing a little grand prize package, and you will have to post your pics of your painting. It does not have to be a finish of your Inscriero kit you're working on. But if you're finished, your name goes in twice. And I believe I'm doing Artemisa for this grand prize. So we're going to talk about my grand prize giveaway for a minute. So I'm gonna make an example here. Say Sherilyn wins Artemisa. So say in October, she does what she needs to, and she wins Fenya, because I'm doing Fenya in October. She will win both of them, because she is getting them as a set. And like, say she does, because you know me, it takes me a hot minute to send out packages. So if you end up getting both paintings, I will be sending all of your stuff out at once. Not this hiccupy type of, no. So just a heads up on that. There are no limits with this event. If you win both, you win both. But with the last event in October, it has to be a finish. Because you've had 2 months working on it. So it has to be a finish. So yes, I am going to keep Rockin' for Rokovich, and I will keep Ghouls for Guerrero going, because it has been hopping. I'm having people participate in this event that I don't even know who they are. And it's like, oh my goodness, I'm loving it. I'm loving the interaction I am getting. So, but yeah, it's turning out really good. Yeah, I was so impressed. And I think it's because mine is there's only one other person doing a Inscriero event. It's the Ins DP along, where mine has a specialty name to it. And I think that's why I'm getting a lot of hits with it. Which is so nice. I'm loving the interaction. So if I do a wolf event, I'm going to contact Wolf Diamond Painting, see if she wants to co-host it with me. Because of all the people I want as a co-host, it'd be her. Because she does a lot of wolf paintings. More than you would think. Let's see, I thought about doing that one in March. So wolves is one of my favorite things to... So I'm probably going to do Under the Sea event. Which means I can dig out my dream of being human again. Because that'd be the one I'd work on. Oh, I like the name of that. So I'm going to shout out to her, see if she would want to co-host with me for March. Because that has a really good ring to it. As I already have a wolf painting started, I'll probably have it finished before March rolls around, though. I'll tell you what, this summer was awful. It was like probably one of the worst summers I've had in a while. Yeah, I have quite a few wolf paintings that I could dig out. The one I want to do is the Wolf Seasons Dreamcatcher. That one I really like. We'll have a wonderful night, Sherilyn. Guys, with that being said, guys, I am actually going to end it as well, as I do have to work tomorrow. So, guys, love yourself, love each other, guys. Happy diamond painting, guys. Bye.